Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the City of Middletown Planning Board, April the 2nd, 2025. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, we've made it.
Okay, we'll start with a little, let our transcriptionists know what's going on. All board members are present this evening. Also present this evening is Mr. Krogan, Planning Board Attorney, Mr. Martinez, City of Middletown Building Inspector, and Mr. Guattari, City of Middletown Fire Inspector. First, I just want to point out, if this is the first time for your appearance here tonight, it's considered a preliminary hearing, and the planning board may or may not choose to act or vote on those applications tonight. First on the agenda, the approval of March the 5th, 2025 minutes. I need a motion. Mr. Brito, I need a second. Mr. McCormick. Discussion. Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Moving on our agenda, we have Falun Dafa Gangjin World Foundation, Inc., 9 to 29 Canal Street. This is a 6-month extension. I need a motion. Mr. Higbee, I need a second. Mr. Madden. Discussion?
I got just is
Yes,
this the
sir.
first? Is this the first one?
No.
It's not.
No. I believe we stated it in the resolution.
My apologies.
Yeah, it has second request.
My apologies. It is there.
It's okay. Any further discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Second on the agenda this evening is O'Reilly Auto Parts LLC, 183 Dolson Avenue, 6-month extension. I need a motion. Ms. Houston, second, Ms. Witt. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Next on the agenda is Teresi Produce Company, 76 Dolson Avenue, temporary movable structure. This is a 1-year extension as per the Common Council's new law on this type of permit. They're allowed a 1-year extension, and that's what we're here to do tonight. Pardon me?
Apologies. This is the first time they've come for an extension.
Yes, this was a permit granted last year this time. Any further discussion? I need a motion. Ms. Witt, second, Ms. Houston. Any further discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Okay. Next on the agenda is Rose U, 209 to 211 Mahagan Avenue, mixed commercial, hair salon, and takeout eating, drinking establishment. Please come up to the mic. State your name for the record.
Rose Yu.
Try again.
Rose Yu.
Thank you. And what you intend on doing?
We will have a salon and eating and drinking takeout only shop.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Okay, in that case, I'm going to open the public hearing. Anyone present wishing to speak on this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. I'll go to the board for any comments, questions, or concerns.
Mr. Martinez, any concerns?
No concerns.
Mr. Guattari, any concerns?
Not at this time. We did a site visit and have met multiple times, so we're satisfied.
Thank you. And just for the board's clarification, this is a mixed use, but it's under common ownership. So it's one person owning both. And that's the way it would have to remain.
And that's the way it's written in the resolution. Okay, I'll go back to the public. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one coming forward. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Brito, I need a second. Ms. Witt, all in favor? Aye. I'll go back to the board one more time. Any questions, comments, or concerns? None being
Mr.
had?
Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I might have missed it. Did you ask if we have the mailings?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. That being said, public hearing's been closed. Board, any question, comments, or concerns?
Yeah, I just had a question. So it's going to be, for the food part, it's just going to be takeout only? There's just a
Yes.
few chairs there that's for people that are waiting for their orders and that
Yes,
type of thing?
correct.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. All right. In that case, I'll call for the resolution on 209 to 211 Mahagan Avenue, mixed commercial, hair salon and takeout eating and drinking establishment. I need a motion. Mr. Brito, I need a second. Mr. McCormick. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you.
Good luck. Next on the agenda is J. Lynn Cherry, 59 to 61 North Street, Skin Care Spa. Just state your name for the record, please.
Jalen Cherry.
And what do you plan on doing, sir?
We plan on doing aesthetics and skincare.
Okay, fantastic. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Okay. In that case, I'm going to open the public hearing. Anyone from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. I'll move on to the board for any questions, comments, or concerns. Yes, Mr. McCormick.
Can you elaborate on what kind of aesthetics and skincare you're going to be doing?
Facials, body waxing.
Any kind of medical procedures?
No.
No fillers or, okay. And will you have licensed staff on hand to do it all?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Miss, would you please give us your name for the record?
The cherry?
Thank you. Any other questions?
Mr. Martinez, any comments?
No issues at the present time.
Thank you. Mr. Guatari, any concerns?
No, sir, we did a site visit and have met with them. We're happy here.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go back to the public. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Madden, I need a second. Mr. Brito, all in favor? Aye. Back to the board one more time. Questions, comments, or concerns?
I just had a question. It looks like you have like 3 chairs or 3 areas. Are they just going to be partitioned off? Is that?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no closed doors or
No,
no,
it's
it's
open.
partitions.
Okay, anyone else? On the resolution for 59 to 61 North Street, Skin Care Spa, I need a motion. Ms. Houston, second. Mr. Brito, discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Houston?
Yes.
Mr. Higbee?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, I'm going to murder this name. I apologize in advance. I'm not even going to try it. And Kevin Burris, 2 to 4 North Street, convenience store retail. Sorry, guys. Please state your names for the record.
Kevin Burris.
Thank you. Thank you. And what do you plan on doing?
So it's a convenience store, primarily focused on exotic snacks and exotic candies, and it does have a tobacco license, so it will sell smoke accessories, but a general convenience store is the idea behind this and what we're looking for.
Okay. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Yes, we do. We do, okay. In that case, I'm going to open the public hearing. Anyone from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward. All right, no one coming forward at the moment. I will go to the board for any questions, comments, or concerns. Yes, Mr. McCormick.
Can you go into a little bit more detail about the type of tobacco products you're going to be selling?
So like vaporizers, things like that, things that pretty much primarily fall under tobacco products. But our more primary focus is more convenience store. Coffees, drinks, the exotic snacks. We have the snacks from Germany, from Japan, all these different Lay's chips and different brands and all these different exotic snacks that actually sell for a nice premium. And there's other stores, 845 Exotic, so similar based off that concept.
What is an exotic candy?
So a candy from a foreign or domestic place, primarily. He owns a warehouse, so the products are already there on hand. So it's kind of just getting the store and bringing the products over.
So for clarity, you're not planning on selling any cannabis products,
Oh,
correct?
absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even consider to jeopardize anything as business that could make us, all this money in the future for something petty in here.
On a percentage basis, what percentage of your business do you think will be tobacco products versus general retail and convenience store products?
Less than 30%.
I'm sorry, what? Can you talk into the microphone?
Less than 30%.
Less than 30%. So looking at your drawings, I don't see where you're going to sell other products based on the drawings that you supplied. I see a number of glass cases, a counter. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of shelf space or wall space for stuff that would not be traditionally found in a glass display case in an establishment like you're talking about.
Right. Well, a lot of it's going to be shelvings on the wall. If you see there in the drawings, there's shelves.
Are those shelves behind the register, though?
Yeah, so there's some on that wall, and like the way the store is actually structured, I'm not sure if you've actually been in there. It's kind of like oblong, and it does have that long thing. So just trying to make the best use of the space is primarily what we're going for here. To not have big renovations and structural changes and everything. Just put the products in, and hopefully this would be the first of many.
Now, is there something that we could put in the resolution that would limit the amount of space they can provide for tobacco products? My concern is if it's a convenience store, it should be a convenience store, and it shouldn't turn into another smoke shop, in terms of.
Well, first of all, just for the board's knowledge and the public's knowledge, they have to get a tobacco permit to begin with, which will be under the DPW's privy, okay? And they control that. So I don't know if we can put a percentage on anything as far as tobacco products.
So perhaps the question better directed for Sixto or Mr. Guadari, what is the definition between a smoke shop, the difference between a smoke shop and a convenience store and retail? It seems, obviously retail is everything, but when you say it's going to be a convenience store, what stops them from taking it as a convenience store and just going hog wild and just primarily being a smoke shop?
There is none. At this moment, there is none.
So there is no definition.
No definition. No.
And what is the criteria to get a tobacco permit?
Actually, we are meeting with Alex Smith in the morning to go over the tobacco licensing, how we're going to go about it. This will be the first one that we're going after. Okay.
So they can't sell tobacco products until they get that license?
And that's
Correct.
tobacco products in general, correct?
Yes.
In general, completely. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have to follow all their regulations and everything.
Correct.
That comes with that licensing.
Yes, Ms. Witt?
My question is, what is on the docket for how far a smoke shop can be? Because there's a daycare center that's not far from where this establishment is going to be. There's also the SUNY Orange, college. So what is the parameters regarding that, or the law regarding that?
Well, they're not a smoke shop. They're a convenience store.
But if they were to become a smoke shop?
Well, they would have to come back before the board to get approval. And is there a law of separation? I don't believe so.
Okay. I just wanted to ask a question. Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Houston?
Just a quick question. I noticed on your drawing you have a sitting bench. Is that for customer use?
So pretty much if somebody comes in and they get a cup of coffee or they're waiting in line or whatever, it's already there. So rather than remove that structure from the wall, just keep the bench there. We measured it and it's already been there.
And you're not planning on doing hookah? Where your customers could do a hookah?
No, it's a
Okay.
convenience store.
It wouldn't be.
If you go to a gas station, it doesn't
Okay.
sell gas.
All right.
That's,
Okay.
there's not enough space.
It's hard to visualize, from
Yeah,
the
no, I
drawing.
understand.
Okay.
That's-
Thank you.
Yeah, that's primarily that's the best way I can describe it. If you think about going to any gas station, any Sunoco or Citgo, they have their tobacco products
Sure.
behind the counter, but the variety of other products. So like you said, 30% might be that, but it's a variety of other things
Right.
as well.
And
so.
I'm not against that anyway, I just wanted to know what your use of the building would be. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, I just wanted to clarify.
Yes, Mr. McCormick.
What happens if they don't get a tobacco permit? And I don't know if this is directed to Sixto
This would
or
be
the
subject-
applicant.
Subject to that.
Would that derail your project if you didn't get a tobacco permit?
No, it would just be a convenience store. I mean,
Okay.
you know, a lot of the sales are primarily, you know, people like to smoke, you know, and that's that. But, you know, and accessories and things like that, that is primarily some of the income, but like I said, it's only gonna be a fraction. So even if that wasn't included, we're still gonna go full force with the convenience store, you know, give bags, Thanksgiving, we'll give away turkeys, like, you know, wanna be community-based and everything as well, so, you know, it could be something beneficial for the community. Absolutely.
And again, I don't know, what about advertising in terms of smoke stuff on the windows and the displays? Are they allowed to do that? I don't know what the new regulations are, especially in the DMU.
Well, I think that's going to be discussed tomorrow, probably.
That's part of that process.
Yeah, it's all.
Could we hold off on this until we have some clarity about what the tobacco permitting process is?
I don't think it's necessary, because it's a convenience store. He's just stated if he doesn't get a tobacco permit, he won't be selling tobacco, but he'll be running a convenience store. So this tobacco permit has been in the works for over a year. And we're trying to work with it. It should have been discussed and it was approved, but
And that's how it's not.
here we are. You know, so we're trying to make the best of it. And these gentlemen are doing the same. Yes, Mr. Madden.
Are there health products being offered as well? Your resolution says it's a convenience
so-
store, health store.
Yeah, so my wife, she does all type of like organic shower scrubs and, you know, little things that I'm gonna put on the shelving and stuff to try to support her business. But, yeah, we're definitely organic. We, you know, we eat a lot of food, so we're definitely primarily on health and, you know, skin cares and things like that she does and, you know, wants to bring into the store.
Thank you.
We're gonna get some CBD too, CBD product, but we will apply for the license.
CBD is not permitted in the city of Middletown.
Correct.
Okay, we can take off, we don't need it.
Okay, I just want to, that's,
Make that very clear. Yeah. Any other
And
questions?
before you had said that you weren't selling cannabis products, so you're not allowed.
Right, like he meant like the CBD creams and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
anything.
That's still-
So anything that would be, okay.
Yeah.
You know, and these are all clarifications that we're glad we're getting, so we know, because I'm sure you guys are gonna come in and see it, we're gonna invite you guys in and, you know, everything. So, everything will be up to what you guys needed to do.
And we're not 100% sure what the tobacco permit states, to be honest with you.
Right,
'cause
it's-
we've never seen it.
Right, it could say that we could have those creams, you know, we don't know that
Right.
until we get to that point.
Hi. The application doesn't say anything about tobacco. Does it need to for him to sell it?
Well, no, they have to go to the DPW and get a permit. It's kind of like a liquor license. We don't
But in
issue
the,
it.
I'm sorry to interrupt. But if someone was going to sell liquor, it would say it in the
Right.
plan and the
Correct.
application. It would say we're going to sell liquor, and then they have to go.
Right.
It doesn't say that they're selling tobacco in here. Do they have to?
They should state it, because technically, we're gonna put it in all convenience store
Resolutions going
forward, now that we know they have a tobacco
Right.
permit in place, that, just like the SLA, liquor and tobacco will have to go and get a permit.
Okay.
So even if they were approved tonight for just a convenience store, and a month down the road, they said, geez, I want to sell tobacco. Well, they can't sell tobacco until they go to the DPW and get that permit.
And my understanding, just from Mr. McCormick's questions and your discussion, is there is no specific number as far as percentage of products or sales or products that are being sold that would make it a smoke shop instead of a convenience store?
That is correct.
If they had 90% of their product being
We
smoked?
have no percentage, we were given no criteria.
And this is coming up with what Mr. Martinez is talking about? That's
Correct.
what it's going to be? Okay. Okay.
Mr. McCormick, another thought?
I'll defer to Ms. Houston while I process.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Mr. Krogan?
Yes.
Question for you. With regard to the tobacco permit, that's not a New York State, that is a City of Middletown tobacco permit?
That's correct.
Okay, because in all my years on the board, this is the first time I'm hearing of it.
That's
This is
correct.
That's
something
correct.
recent?
It is recent.
Okay, got it.
The Common Council passed it, I would say about 12 months ago.
Okay, I missed that one. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't feel bad, we were just made aware of it also.
Okay.
So as it stands right now, tobacco license is not in their resolution, correct?
It is in the
It is.
So
resolution.
it is in the resolution, it's
yeah.
not on their application?
Correct.
Gotcha.
And, you know, I think the thing too with the application is we've had this store since.
Can you talk into the mic because
Yeah,
this
and,
is being
I think
broadcasted?
part of the thing with the
She would've told me
application
already.
was, we've had the store since
she would've
December and
told
been paying store rent on it. And the first time we thought we had a meeting, they said they didn't have our paperwork, which was submitted, and I had emails that they were in receipt of them. So we had to do this application 3 or 4 times to even get to where we're standing here today. And, you know, so I'm not saying that it wasn't the first one or it wasn't in the third one, but we've had to send a couple different applications. We've had to go to 2 or 3 different drawings. We've had a contractor come in and do measurements. Like, you know, it's been a lot of time and everything invested. And I'm not sure specifically what he's saying. It doesn't have the tobacco part put in there. But like I said, this is the 3rd time we filled this application out and submitted it. So I could have been in the first one, you know what I mean? That was probably the more detailed, and we thought we were coming for a meeting, and then it's, oh, you're not on the planning board because we don't have any paperwork on that address. That was the first time, and, you know, everybody, like, I'm getting all this feedback about this cannabis. I don't smoke cannabis, you know, it's like, I understand that end of North Street, that's what they were doing and shutting down. That's not what we're doing. You know, I went to college at Binghamton University to study business management and psychology. This is just, you know, me trying to get off the ground and start my first business, and, you know, hopefully many more to become.
Understood.
Yeah, thank you.
Anything else from the board? Okay. I don't even remember if I closed the public hearing, so I'll go back and close anyone from the public wishing to address this application. Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Witt.
I just want to let you know, Mr. Burr, so on the application, on the front page would be where you're going to submit, like, your location. And what we're referring to is on the second page where it's handwritten what you want to open up. That's what we're referring to when we don't see where you're saying you're going to sell tobacco. So that's,
And I thank you for that clarification.
Okay.
I know the first one that we had submitted, that, you know, that was all done, and then I came back and I got another one from Ms. Martina, and I filled it out there at her desk. So it's possible that
so,
I left that out.
but just to let you know, so that's why we're just looking at that. And I see that you did make this application first in January, and we're now obviously in April.
Yeah.
So I just want to let you know
Right,
that, okay?
All right, thank you so much for that
You're welcome.
clarification, Ms. Witt.
Okay.
You were going to close the public
Yeah.
hearing.
Again, anyone from the public wishing to step forward? No one coming forward. I'm going to close the public hearing. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Brito, second, Ms. Houston. All in favor? Aye. That being said, I'll go to the board to finish up with any questions, comments, or concerns. Okay. I'll call for the resolution for 2 to 4 North Street, convenience store, retail. I need a motion. Mr. Brito, Ms. Houston, second. Discussion. Mr.
I
McCombs.
just want to clarify for the record, so they're approved tonight.
Yep.
They can open theoretically tomorrow, just not with the tobacco products or
convenience store.
paraphernalia.
That's correct.
And then it is up to the permitting department to move forward. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. Any further discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes, may I make a comment with my vote? Okay, I wasn't sure the protocol.
Well,
I just-
you're not really supposed to.
Oh, then I
It's just a
won't.
vote.
I'll just reserve. Thank you.
Yes.
Mr.
Higbee.
And I vote yes. Good luck, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Last on the agenda, Tarina Jones, 13 Center Street, Boutique. Good evening.
Good evening.
State your name for the record, please.
Tyrena Jones,
And what do you plan on doing?
A Woman's Boutique.
Thank you. Ms. Witt, do we have the mailings? No. Ms. Witt. Miss Two. Okay, do you have the mailings, Miss Witt? All right.
think Ms. Martina would better know. Yes.
Thank you. All right, I'll open it, public hearing. Anyone from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. I will move on to the board for any comments, questions, or concerns.
Mr. Martinez, any concerns?
No concerns.
Mr. Guatari, any concerns?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go back to the public one more time. Anyone wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. I want to close the public hearing. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Madden, second, Ms. Witt. All in favor? Aye. Board, one more time. Ms. Houston?
It looks like, but my copy is faded. I just wanted to clarify.
Yes, you did.
That doesn't say convenience store. It says something else. I was just making sure that it wasn't also a convenience store based on what I was reading and unable to clarify with the way the copy came out.
No.
Okay, all right.
You can show me, but.
Maybe it's some kind of door. That might be
Yeah, it's
what
a
it
door.
says. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, Mr. McCormick.
Can you just describe a little bit what you're going to be doing, what a woman's boutique is?
Like selling pocketbooks, accessories, jewelry,
Okay.
like
Like a
small.
retail,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Ms.
Yes.
Do you realize you're not giving yourself a time off? You're open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday. Do you realize
Yeah.
that?
I need to change that, yeah.
Okay. Now would be the time if you wanted to change that. Right. No?
No,
Well, usually they gave them the
The
bigger, so that she can,
Okay.
anything within there.
She can make her own decision on when she.
If not, she'd have to come back
Yeah.
and get it changed, and
She doesn't have to be
You're good.
open all that time. Only you can't exceed that time.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the case. We're going to call for the resolution for 13 Center Street, a boutique. I need a motion, Mr. Madden. I need a second, Mr. Brito. Discussion. Now, this would be the time if you need to say something, discussion would be fine. Okay, roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. McCormick.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
yes.
Ms. Witt.
Yes.
Ms. Houston.
Yes.
Mr. Higbee.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Calling, need a motion to adjourn. Mr. Brito, he's right on it. Mr. McCormick, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all.